Hey, what's happening? Raz here on Nelio Gaming. In this video, we're checking out the Thaumaturge on PlayStation 5 Pro. We're jumping right in. The steel rails are portals to other worlds? Jeez. Okay. Thaumata is a word deriving from Greek. It means miracles. A thaumaturge, or a tempermancer, is one able to discover secrets lingering in persons or places. They recognize flaws or stigmas imprinted on the human psyche and can bring them to the surface. Are they a doctor of souls? Okay. It is impossible to fully name the essence of a thaumaturge without being born one. So I should mention I was provided with a game key thanks to Evolve PR and Terminals on behalf of 11-Bit Studios and Fool's Theory, the developer.
For years I've been seeing you in my dreams, and lately more and more. I know it's you, but I can no longer recognize your face. I don't know if I'd recognize you if I saw you. I hope your condition hasn't worsened much since you last wrote. I can hardly imagine what a nightmare you're going through. Remember, you're not alone.
Looks pretty good. I mean,
I'm
it's
sure
just
our
cutscene,
father
but still.
would be happy to help, if only you asked him. I assure you that for now, I haven't said a word to him about your search or your health, just as you requested. He doesn't know your intention, and with God as my witness, he'll not find out from me. I know you think the only thing that can help you is a miracle. But such itinerant miracle workers, preachers, and folk mystics often take advantage of those in grave condition who are desperate or seeking help. I hope the man you're pursuing can actually ease your mind. But if not, remember that in the end, we will find a way to help you. Just because we can't see it now, does not mean it doesn't exist. Send word as soon as you get there. I want to know you are safe. With as much love as I have. Ligia.
Ligia. So who was this old lady on the train with him? Or was that a old man? It's like a ghostly figure.
Could you spare a moment for me? I'd like to send a telegram.
Of course. Pardon me, sir, but are you feeling all right?
Yes, thank you.
You're not looking your best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's your message?
All right, what's our message? Go ahead and dictate your message. First, play a trick on him. Let's definitely play a trick on him.
Take this down, please. Arrived. Very beautiful views. People honest at first glance. Sincerely, your barely living cripple.
I didn't mean to cause offense.
Well, then strike that, please. Take this down, please. Arrived. I think I have found him. I hope he will receive me. I will write as soon as I am able.
And payment?
On receipt.
Anything to add at the end?
Send greetings to your sister. Aggravate your father. Don't add anything. No, don't add anything.
That will do.
From whom?
My name is Viktor Szulski. S-Z-U-L-S-K-I. And Victor with a W, not a V.
Interesting name. Where's this headed?
Warsaw. Russia.
And this is supposedly Georgia. Russia here and Russia there. Russia everywhere, on every map.
Maps change. I know. Let's get on with it.
Pardon?
I was talking to myself. Which way to the village?
The coachman is picking up the mail. Maybe he'll give you a ride.
Thank you.
Loony.
What's this guy trying to get punched in the face? Calls me a loony right next to me. Alright, you can move freely around all locations. So we have a turn-based RPG. Let me read a little bit about the game real quick. The Thaumaturge is a character-driven RPG with a rich story, morally ambiguous choices, and turn-based combat. In a city on the brink of change, use your mystical powers to read emotions, uncover motives, and command folklore-inspired demons while resisting the temptation of your own pride. Now, it said something about... I read something about investigating my father's... the mysterious death of his father. Huh. It says the player controls Viktor Szulski, a detective that returns to a supernatural Warsaw in 1905 to investigate the mysterious death of his father. But he was just talking about the letter going to his father, so I'm not sure about that description. But we'll play on and we'll see what's what. So I am live here on Twitch and Rumble using Atom Multistream. If you haven't already done so, please consider clicking that follow button and maybe consider subscribing on YouTube, youtube.com/NalioGaming. It's kind of, YouTube's my focus. It's where everything goes. Bunch of different videos for all sorts of new games. So it's youtube.com/NalioGaming. And I'm at RiseUp44 on X or Twitter. All right, so here we go. Shadows of Sins Past. Find the miracle worker in the village. Okay. Read. Lost letter. Dear Anthony, it feels like ages have passed since your last letter, or maybe it's just the winter that makes everything good and warm seem distant. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. I fertilized the blood and flesh of its sons, and I can't leave here. I can't stop reminiscing. Death seems to be my only means of escape. Please pray for me constantly. P.S. I don't think this letter will make it through the censorship, but if it does, please tell Anelka that the thought of her brings me solace until the very end. I wonder if they will see each other. Another letter. Dear Jenko, please stop with the gentry snobbery and listen to what I tell you. Times are changing. You can no longer rely solely on property ownership. The peasants are different now, and it is not all that clear how things will turn out in the coming years. I will send you all the documents and authorizations. Don't delay any longer. Greetings, Lou. Perception. As a thaumaturge, you possess exceptional perception. You can see things that are hidden from sight. You can anticipate the enemy's actions. You can follow traces of emotions, thoughts, actions, and words, and you can reach your goal easier. Station building. Use perception to follow the path of your goal. R2. Oh, he snaps his fingers and it shows you the path you should take. Everything will freeze, and there won't be anything. What'd they say? There won't be anything to buy? Is that what they said? What's the book tucked in his belt for? God bless you. Oh, is he a preacher? Warm coat. God bless you. Read. The Tiflis Herald. The tragic events of August 29th have cast a shadow on the city of Tiflis, leaving it in deep mourning. Yesterday's rally where reform proposals set out by Minister Alexander Bulligan were to be discussed was brutally interrupted by Kazakh troops that stormed inside the municipal board building. Armed Kazakhs entered the conference room, wreaking havoc in the turmoil. 60 people were killed and over 100 were injured. People are shocked at another instance of unjustified aggression against the nation of Georgia. Many believe more mass strikes are inevitable. What are you staring at? What are you staring at? Coachman, that's the guy we're going to get a ride with. Maybe he's running from the war like others. So they're all talking about me, but I can hear what they're saying or at least see their thoughts. If I'm understanding this correctly.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you going to the village by any chance?
Hello there. Where else? There's nowhere to go here, sir. The station, the village, and the cemetery. That's all. A horse can't go any higher.
The village is what interests me.
Well, if you've got reason to be there, climb in.
Say thank you and get in. Ask if there's a healer in the village. Ask if he will wait for you a little longer. Say thank you and get in.
I'd be grateful.
Always nice to have someone to shoot the breeze with.
Fog isn't the only thing obscuring the sunlight here. Prologue.
Nothing to see around here. This is everything. Hard to get lost in this place. Head to the tavern over there, past the little square, up the steps. They'll tell you where the preacher's at. Or this time of day, he'll be there himself.
Thank you.
Preacher's a drunk. Have some rest, you deserve it. So he's talking to his horse. I like that we could see people's thoughts. It's kind of interesting. A lot of them Eastern types come through here. Eastern types. So it's just a habit. I always backtrack in games. I've found so many like hidden secrets and PlayStation trophies and all sorts of stuff just by backtracking. So it's just a habit. Well, that's life in the countryside for you. What kind of man walks around with a book? What's wrong with my book? Everybody's talking about my book. What, you guys can't read? Is that the real truth here? What's that book tucked in his belt for? See, everybody wants to know about this book. I want to know about the book, to tell you the truth, but... And what was the innkeeper's daughter doing behind what? What did that say? Behind the barn? What was she doing behind the barn? Who was she with? Jeez. There won't be anything left if it freezes. Okay, that's what they were saying at the other place, too. My old lady will curse me out. What did he say? Polaritas Brizola. Soon the day will come when the people will throw off their hated shackles. With one stroke of the mighty arm, hardened by work and struggle with misery, they will get rid of this despised czar. Let's see. Workers in the major cities are preparing for action, and the country folk are also joining the fray. The hour of trial is upon us. Let us not lose heart. Everybody's getting ready to rebel.
You guys already got what's yours this week.
Molchad, we're here to keep order and that don't come free. It's getting colder, so the price is getting higher.
Hey, T. Nice boots. Very warm.
Show no fear. A, indeed. You're not looking for trouble. Say you're just passing through. Show no fear.
Actually, I have particularly warm boots. Thanks.
And sooner or later, these might kick their arses.
Don't tempt me, Luca. Don't tempt me. Give me a sec. Got to sort out formalities with this tourist.
It's your snummy. We are the Tsar's soldiers. Those don't look like soldiers' faces. Closer to thieves.
I don't think he'll talk to us voluntarily.
Oh boy, these guys want a beating, don't they? They sure do. Alright, victory conditions. When your enemies lose all their health points, you win the fight. The enemy's health points are shown on bars below their feet, while your health points are represented by a bar in the bottom left corner of the screen. Okay, so let's see here. I don't want anything to be... Let's see something here. See how low it is. Start the fight. Okay, so that's their bar. Let's see where ours is. Okay, we can see it still. Good. Alright, so quick attack inflicts damage. 5 to 6 points. Nice. Thank you for the punch to the stomach. Appreciate that. And you get one too. Oh, they stabbed me. What? Actions queue. Perception allows you to anticipate the enemy's actions. To find out what they are planning, unfold the actions queue at the top of the screen. Skill speeds. Each skill has its own speed. Slower skills are more powerful but require preparation, bringing the risk of an enemy attacking first. Okay. Rounds. Okay, rounds are at the top middle of the screen. Or okay. Each skill has... Alright. Multiple objectives. Alright, let's see. So, I can use R2 to see perception. Round 4 is going to be a slow... Okay, so round... inflicts damage. Round 4 is going to be 2 to 4. 2 to 4, slow swing, perception cut. Alright, you must wait 1 round before you can use it. Slow skill. Quick skill, you can use it in the very next round. Okay. Planned attack slow. Deserter. Health points 11. Focus 3 out of 3. So this guy's about to go down. Let's take him out. Planned attack. Quick attack. Okay, now that that guy's out of the way with the knife, we can actually do some damage. Hey, fast and nervous? Instead of furious, it's nervous?
They won't report us. They'll be too embarrassed to admit some cripple got the better of them.
Cripple? What are you calling a cripple? Why are you calling me a cripple? What? That's the second person to mention that. Find the miracle worker in the tavern. Alright, let's zoom in a bit. I like that you can zoom in and out. Can we? Okay, we can't spin the camera, but at least we can zoom in and out. So those guys didn't want none of this. Anything left over here? No. Okay, we saw everything in this. Hey.
Good boy.
Yeah, that's the goodest boy. Okay, we got the inn there. So is the priest drunk, or is he just hanging out, like helping people? Porous one innkeeper, so the innkeeper rather tell stories than tend bar. That's funny. News from Yerevan. Our correspondents report that newly appointed governor general of the Yerevan province, Prince Napoleon Louis Joseph Jerome of Bonaparte, has just arrived in town. The highest officials were present at the welcoming ceremony, followed by a dinner with representatives from Yerevan's most eminent families. The governor general's address to the townspeople is expected in the next few days. Man, politics was corrupt back then too. I guess it's always been corrupt, yeah. I'll serve my own liquor. Oh, okay, you don't drink. God bless you. God bless you. What's up with these innkeeper ladies? They're all huge ladies. I don't get it. Why? Bottoms up. All right, let's talk to the priest.
Forgive me, sir. Is your name Grigory Efimovich Rasputin?
Rasputin's his name?
I forgive you.
I'm sorry. It's just I've been looking for you for a very long time, and...
And you expected a thinking simpleton, an illiterate who swindles sick people and claims he can speak to God himself. I already said I forgive you.
Yes, I've heard. Especially in Petersburg. I've also heard about the healings, even hopeless cases. Inexplicable ones.
And what do you believe in?
Say you believe in his miraculous power. Say you want to see for yourself. I kind of want to see for myself.
If you help me, I'll believe all of it. And please believe me when I say I've tried everything short of a miracle. And I know the meaning of that word. I'm a thaumaturge.
Where are you coming from?
Explain how you tracked him down. Say you were born in Warsaw. Explain how you tracked him down.
I first learned of you in Paris. A charismatic miracle worker from Russia. I even heard about you from my doctors. By the time I got to Petersburg, you were already gone. I've crossed almost 3 continents, through Siberia, India, and half of Europe. But if you're asking me about my origins, I'm from Poland.
From which Poland? The Russian one, the German one, or the part that belongs to Austria?
From Warsaw.
Do you have a name?
Viktor Szulski.
On my path, I've already come across people who've lied to me about their problems, and then gone around calling me a charlatan.
That's not nice.
After them, others arrived, with pitchforks and torches, and I had to endure insults and spit in my face, or flee for my life.
That's not nice.
And now you say you're a wizard from an imaginary country that no one has seen on a map in over 100 years. Forgive my amusement. I haven't had my first coffee yet.
I forgive you. And I'm still asking for help.
Prove you're a thaumaturge, and I'll hear what you have to say.
Okay. Accept the challenge. Admit you're not at the height of your powers. Accept challenge.
What would you like me to do, sir?
I've met a few of your kind, so I know what you're capable of. Find something in this tavern that belongs to me, and tell me something only I could know.
First, I need to have something personal that belongs to you to learn your trace. It's a sort of pattern I'll use to recognize the other objects.
Smell this.
Smell this? That's kind of a rude. Smell this. Smell my finger. Sorry. All right. Prayer beads. Time-worn prayer beads with 30 woolen knots. The zeal gushing from the beads impregnates the wool better than the tallow from the owner's strong fingers. The object pulses with a mixture of blue rapture, purple passion, and graphite fierceness. The touch of the beads burns, but it also attracts. Trace certain Rasputin. Dry conclusion. So the zeal gushing from the beads impregnates the wool better than the tallow from the owner's strong fingers. The object pulses with a mixture of blue rapture, purple passion, and graphite fierceness. The touch of the beads burns, but it also attracts. Rasputin has a magnetic zeal and passion. He is a man with an attractive personality, strong and fierce, who is easy to follow. One just has to be careful not to get burned by the flame of his adore. Okay, say that you've got everything you need. Examine the object.
I'll return to you in a moment.
I can hardly wait.
I can hardly wait. Observations. Observations are information that you acquire by interacting with people and items. Observations make up conclusions, a valuable source of knowledge about the world and events that can help you in different situations. Okay. Perception and objects. Thaumaturge's possessed. Okay. You must develop the heart, deed, word, and mind dimensions sufficiently. Okay. On some items, you will find a trace of someone's personality. It takes one of 3 forms. Unknown, you see it for the first time. Familiar, you have seen it before, but you're not certain who it belongs to. Certain, you know exactly who left it. Traces are only revealed once you pass the test of perception on the item.
Let's take a look around.
Okay, let's take a look around. Why did the stream go unstable? So real quick, I just want to mention that this stream and all my videos are sponsored by VSDC. VSDC is a free I can't even talk tonight. VSDC is a free video editing software. You can go to videosoftdev.com to learn more. No watermarks, no overlays. It's completely free. They do have a pro version, but you don't need it to use all the awesome features it has. Everything's pretty much included. It's quite impressive, to be honest. So VSDC, videosoftdev.com. Paste that. Word 1, dirty bowl. A dirty bowl that someone has eaten stew from. Dimension force too low. Word 1. Trace unknown. Okay. Penential device for voluntary self-mortification of the body. Dimension force too low. Mind 1. Trace unknown.
Who would have thought there were such layers
Prayer
of
book.
passion within him?
An ornate prayer book containing prayers for the Russian Orthodox Rite. It vibrates with a languishing moan of delight, the touch of silk, the scent of courtly powder, but that which is soft and warm is also pierced by the thorns of impeding separation and longing. Dimension force too low, deed 1. Trace certain. Rasputin. Draw conclusion. Okay. Rasputin's passions. Who would have thought that this priest had such passion? Surprisingly, the mask of a healer conceals an outstanding lover, irresistible to a woman's hearts and bodies. Perhaps this is one of his healing methods. Okay, so he's a ladies' man. We know that about him. He's a ladies' man.
What have you learned, wizard?
Well, you're a zealous man. It permeates every level of your personality, your faith, your abilities.
Not such an impressive discovery.
I haven't finished yet. In Petersburg, you left behind a very devoted and very young lady-in-waiting.
At least one, my friend. Have a seat.
At least one.
Tell me again, why were you looking for me?
Ask about the lady in the waiting from Petersburg. Tell him about your problem.
A few years ago, I attempted to catch a wild saluter, and that ended with me losing contact with my first saluter. That means I can't develop my abilities. I know that my Uber is there. Sometimes he shows himself, but I can't feel the link anymore. Generally speaking, I'm losing it more and more each day. If it disappears, my mind, I'll lose my sense of reality. I'll fall into madness.
I don't know if I can help you.
You're prepared to beg, you can pay him. Well, these people look like they're kind of hard up, so money probably goes further than, in other places.
I've got money, if that's what matters.
Give it to the needy. Your
Okay.
riches mean nothing to me.
Okay. Fair enough.
I meant I don't know if I'm able to help you. My gift is something I've received from God. Some I've helped, others I can't say. And I've never treated a thaumaturge.
Hey, there's a
Maybe
first time for
just do
everything.
the same with me as with the others.
We can try.
Yeah, let's try.
Focus on my voice. You are safe. As long as you can hear my voice, you are safe. Let me gaze into your mind. Let me see through your eyes. Let me...
Where am I? Rasputin. There's no one in here.
Okay. Find the way. Up on the D-pad has some kind of let's see. Thaumaturgy points. On the Grimoire's cover, there are available thaumaturgy points that you can spend on the tree. Purchase skill upgrades, improve your powers within any dimension, and hunt salutors to enable further development. Okay. So the salutor we saw on the train and then standing next to us at the train station is this one in the top row, Heart. So I'm kind of inclined to go that direction first. I think that's what they want you to do. I mean, it makes sense, right? So, letter from Legia. My grimoire. I never part with it. That's the book that he's carrying around. Money. A revolver. And a passport. Okay. Map. We don't have much unlocked yet. Oh, our, oh, there he is. Oh, he just disappeared. That's something. Okay, there's nothing over here for us.
I need to get out of here.
Where the heck are we?
What is this sound? Shackles?
You're blind. You've never grasped the science of spotting the perfectly obvious. Can you still not see?
What do I supposedly not see?
Flaw clouds your vision. It always has. Pride. Your damned pride and sense of superiority.
I must have gotten that from you, Father.
You'll lose, idiot. You always do. You're even losing against yourself. You can't see, but can you at least hear? You're weak, stupid, and blind. Do you hear me? Do you? Do you?
I can see, Father. Clearly.
This is strange.
Will you be lying there much longer? I wanted to sweep.
This is very strange.
Where's Rasputin?
In the cemetery, chasing away evil spirits and giving people comfort. You all right?
Yes, yes. Absolutely.
I wanted to sweep.
I'm just heading out. It's so good to see you again. And something else. I saw him clear as day. It wasn't a vision. It was a saluter, unbound by a pact. A wild one. And if so, that means there's someone in the village with a flaw that's attracting it.
You talking to me?
I was praying.
I wanted to sweep.
That's all she can talk about is sweeping. Back to life, bronze PlayStation trophy. Okay. Go sweep your floor, lady. I don't know why my bit rate's all over the place right now. On Twitch. I just don't know. Internet is good. Yeah. I don't know. So we need to figure out who in the village is causing that. Find the person with the flaw that the wild salutor is seeking. Okay. Multiple objectives. Quests have multiple objectives. Freely switch for the one you'd like to track. After switching, the objective will reveal a path. Alright, so we have two paths. This one or this one? Let's go this one. A protective charm made of strings, sticks, and feathers. It's supposed to protect the residents from the influence of evil powers. Supposed to.
Excuse me. I need to get to the local cemetery. Could you give me a lift?
I've only just come back from the post office this morning. I'm not getting the horse going again. Back to the cemetery. It's not like anyone there is going to run away. And look, my horse is more dead than alive.
Coachman. The coachman doesn't want to take me to the cemetery. If I use my power, I should be able to change his attitude. Something continues to elude you. Keep searching. I can't use one, so I gotta leave.
I'll be right back.
Manipulation. Using thaumaturgy, you can manipulate other people. First, you must know a person's secrets, which you can learn by making conclusions. If the manipulation is available, the character interaction icon will change, and the upper will appear next to Upper. Yeah. Upper Upper will appear next to the character. Okay, Upper. Interesting. It's cool looking. Long day ahead of me. Shovel. The shovel still showed traces of mud and ice. The coachman had to free the wagon's wheels from the soft soil that had engulfed them. A rag. The coachman used the rag to wipe the sweat from his forehead. The rag reeked with the sour odor of fatigue. Attempts to free the wheels from the soft soil made the spine crack like a fishbone, and the muscles burn with fire, and no one would help. Such was his job. Such was his fate. The coachman is tired and weary. He's worked hard at unloading the wagon alone, and all he dreams of is a moment of rest. I can relieve his suffering. Manipulate.
I'm not going anywhere.
Make the coachman's fatigue go away.
Maybe you'll change your mind and drop me off at the cemetery after all.
Well, on the other hand, this place isn't much more exciting than the cemetery, and I meant to take the horse out for a ride, so get on.
Dang, I wish I could do that in real life. How do I mark it? Wait, are we already here? Okay, we're already here. Duh.
You're alive. Does that mean I helped, Thaumaturge?
Explain what's changed. Ask what he's doing here.
I see him. My Uber. He's back. I can feel our bond growing stronger as each moment passes.
I'm happy for you, but do restrain your joy. We're in the cemetery.
When I heard you were at the cemetery, I was sure I'd see you resurrecting the dead.
Not yet. Today I'm just praying for
Not
rest
yet.
for Vasily's soul. The whole village is suffering after his loss. He was the elder here.
He cursed this place. Since he died, darkness and misfortune have hung over the village.
Well, that's
You
sad.
see, to them, every harm comes down to witchcraft. They believe that after Vasily's passing, the village was possessed by some monster that howls at night or some other Yafits.
Ooh, I want to fight him. Doom. Locals say that since the death of the village elder, a doom has hung over. Okay, so ask the woman about the ill fortune hanging over the village. Ask about the district elder's death.
How did this elder die?
There was a fire, sir. Flames shooting sky high, and him burning, swearing, speaking curses. And the curse stuck. Those ruins seem a profaned place now. A wicked spirit has taken over the blighted land.
Don't encourage her. Once she gets going, it can't be stopped.
This could also be the work of a Salita.
What do you mean?
What changed in the village after the elder died?
It's all dreadful, sir. Everything's gone topsy-turvy. When folks get to arguing now, they're so hot-headed, before you know it, they're at one another's throats. Ladies have no patience for kids, nor lads for ladies, nor neighbors for neighbors. Any word might seem offensive and like an insult waiting to happen. Then you've got to fight.
Sounds like America.
Tragedies such as Vasily's death leave their mark on everyone. It takes time to come to terms with something like this. That doesn't mean this place is possessed by dark forces.
As you were healing me, I had a dream, a vision. But on the borderline of sleep and wakefulness, I thought I saw a salutor. That's what might be influencing the villagers in wailing at night.
They're good people, but none too bright, Victor. I'm afraid they might be talking about a train.
The wise woman was saying the evil spirit is a book of hatch.
Does the creature hunting you rattle chains, slither around, and have a mouth full of giant fangs?
A book of hatch.
Where did this elder live?
I'll show you. Let's allow Vasily's soul to rest for today. Amen.
Amen. Superstitions. Okay, it wants me to go back that way. Let's search this area, though. See if there's anything over here. Any secrets? Oh, there is something.
Something is off.
Elder Vesila's grave. Elder Vesila died only a year ago, and his tombstone has clearly already been damaged. Why? So someone desecrated his grave, he's pissed off, and now he's haunting them. Sounds about right to me. Okay, burned homestead. Village. Let's go to the homestead. Find the person with the flaw. Anytime there's a clue, there's like a sparkle in the area that you kind of see, like,
I felt
lingering.
something. Where is it?
Like this right here.
I failed.
I failed. A charred old trouser belt with a heavy metal buckle. One of my favorite things about third-person games or top-down games or turn-based games or any of these games, see how the poles disappear when you're behind it? I love when games do stuff like that. I just think it's so cool. I think it's awesome. I just love it. Little things. Oh, there's another one right here.
True fear.
A ragdoll. A charred ragdoll. It appears old. The doll is caked with a hard crust of fear. Its layers are like varnish on an age-old painting. A child's fear, a girl's terror, a young woman's dread. They form a cocoon, smelling of turpentine that constricts the throat and forces tears up from the eyes. So any of the shoulder, or no, not any. L2 doesn't do it. So L1, R1, R2 seem to all do the... Oh, wait, no, that's not... Yeah. Okay. Well, there's another one right here. A destroyed door frame. By some miracle, it survived the fire. Fear of the flames has embedded itself deep in the fabric of the door frame, and trepidation about losing a loved one.
A horrible death.
A place of death, a dried bloodstain. It is soaked deep into the burned boards of the house. The blood sounds like suffering. It flowed quickly. The wound inflicted with the scissors wasn't large, but it was accurate. Life left the body. The heart went into a spasm, and mind recognized the end. It lasted for some time, and then the flames came, and the pain resounded anew. Look at you showing up here. Let's talk to him first.
This house was always full of fear, and its owner was still alive when the house caught fire. Someone wanted to kill him. The fire only covered up the crime. That murder gave birth to the flaw that you attached to, didn't it? I'll find you when I track down the murderer.
Hey, a wild salutor. The wild salutor has emerged from hiding. It is the one called Bukavak. Bukavak. The burned homestead. A blow dealt in a fit of rage. Murder and fire. These events spawned the flaw that lured Bukavak. I need to find the people who were here on the night the house burned down.
Victor! I hope you've got what you want now, Thaumaturge. Because I think it's time to get out of here.
These guys want to fight again?
Why the hurry?
2-on-3 this time.
We're the Tsar's men. How about the donation for the Tsar's army?
There are no Russian outposts here.
I think this is the guy with the nice boots.
You're the guy who trashed our comrades?
Say yes, and that you can do it again. Say that the odds are uneven now. Say it wasn't you. I would normally go for the top one and just like go proud answer. It not only draws from your flaw of pride's level, but will also feed it even more. You don't want to lie, but say the odds are uneven now. Let's see what happens with that. It's like not my normal answer.
This doesn't look like a fair fight.
That's why we're giving you a chance. Make a donation and we'll disperse in peace.
I didn't say the advantage was on your side.
Oh, this is cool, man. That was awesome. That was a good line. All right, start the fight. Adjust upgrades. All right. Skill upgrades. Each skill can be upgraded. Place the upgrade in the designated spot on the skill icon. Each upgrade takes some space. Choose wisely. Gamble. Perfect efficiency. Perfectionism. 7. Self-cast. Makes every attack on the enemy deal the maximum possible damage. Gamble. Gives a 60% chance of dealing double damage. That's cool. Quick attack. 60% chance. Okay. Concussion. Inflicts damage. Strong attack. Influences. Let's try this. Alright, let's go after the one with the strong attacks and focus. In order to launch a strong attack against an enemy, you must take away all of their focus, causing them to enter breakdown state. Okay. I want to go after him first. No, the big boss. Here we go. Yeah, let's go after him first. Plan the attack, slow. 6%. Yeah, let's do this one first. Eerie intoxication inflicts damage, restores your health points. Inflicts damage to the target's health points. Determines how much damage the skill inflicts. Let's do it. Oh, nice. 13 on him. I think I broke a rib. Hey, you didn't expect that, did you? Where'd that come from? Oh, I didn't like that. Oh, I didn't like that either. The priest is just standing around watching. All right. Reduces focus, removes all negative states from you. Inflicts damage, bloody penance. His focus is gone, isn't it? The enemy is not in breakdown state. Oh, he's close, though. Reduces focus. He's close. 2 of 27. We'll do a quick attack on him. Okay, so... Oh, he's got... Okay. Never mind. I thought his focus was going to go down, but he's done. -1, that's it. Oh, wait a minute. That was awesome. Strong attack opportunity. The enemy has lost all of their focus and is now in a breakdown state. Okay, strong attack. So which one's in the breakdown state? This one? Oh, this one is. Okay. Not of this world. Inflicts damage, restores your health points by 6. which is half of what you've lost. Inflicts damage, restores your health. Inflicts damage. The target's health points determines how much damage the... Okay, let's go with this. I was going to say, we're not done with you yet, bud. That's a cool move. Oh, he's done for. Good night.
Are you alright, sir?
Me? Yes, but can these salutars also help you in a fight? Can you manipulate people and cast these demons into their minds?
Generally speaking, yes. Are you sure you're alright, sir?
Call me Grigori.
Let's head back. I have to visit someone in the village who can tell me more about what happened here.
I wonder if the priest is going to be okay with what's going on. Probably not. He's probably not going to be too thrilled about the demons and me being able to do all this. I think he's probably going to be against it after. He didn't seem too happy right there, asking me, like, you can do this? Like, you can really do that stuff? Like, he just doesn't seem happy about it. Maybe he's conflicted, because he is a priest. Is he a priest or just a healer? That's what I want to know. Because there's a difference. Okay, back in the village. I see... Oh, here we go.
I felt something. Where is it?
They'll all gawk, but without lifting a finger. Just, Vesna will bring it, Vesna will help. But if Vesna needs help with something, there's nobody to be found. That's not yours, don't touch. All these newcomers causing more problems.
Don't be rude. I'm not being rude to you. Yo, witch. Dropped apple. A bruised crimson apple. Vesna was trembling, dropped a fruit basket, and left this orphan behind. Vesna has left her distinct trace on the fruit. It consists of a heart fluttering in panic and a throat painfully clenched. A bite of this apple would taste of pure fear. Vesna smells of fear. He's a little good doggy. Such a good doggy, woggy, woggy, doggy. Nothing off the beaten path. That's kind of weird, right? You can always, like, mostly find secret and hidden stuff in games, but everything's pretty linear so far. Oh, we got something over here, though.
Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here.
It's a dead... Oh, it's a dead goose. Someone or something strangled this goose. From the goose's twisted neck flows the anger and passion of the person who slaughtered the poor bird. The wave of emotions carried no desire for meat or feathers, only the sour taste of envy and the desire for all Bogdan property to go to hell. There's another one here. Salt on the doorstep. Salt on the doorstep protects from unwanted visitors and other misfortunes. Is that real? Do you birds know anything about that bird being killed? No? Why are your bird necks so long? Your bird necks are like long like a duck's, but that's not how bird necks are, or chicken necks are, or rooster necks are. I gotta say, your necks look kind of weird. You guys are suspect. Maybe it was you. You were jealous. You were jealous of the goose's neck. So you strangled him. It was you. No? Guess I was wrong. Sorry. My apologies. Oh, we can talk to these people.
Over my dead body. I reject this verdict.
Well, I expected as much. And he wanted to come see you himself. He was first to judge.
I said what I said, and I won't change my mind. Go away. You're attracting gawkers.
Not gawkers. A witness. And let him listen. He'll see it fairly. Sir, this liar and thief here stole a memento of my mother.
Oh.
And this witch says I'm supposed to hand my goose over to him too?
Because you strangled mine.
Oh.
Now what do I care
It was
about
him.
some trinkets your mother left you?
Because we already know you strangled the goose, but you still haven't proved that Bogdan stole your pendant.
Where is the justice here?
Really? Conflicting neighbors arguing about strangling geese. Gooses? A geese? What is it? Gooses. Goose. I think it's just goose. A dead goose lies between the quarreling peasants, the obvious bone of contention here. If the wise woman is to settle the dispute, she'd better do it quickly. It will come to fisticuffs in a moment. Fisticuffs. I love that word. Neighborly disputes. Okay. Take Anatoly's side. Support the wise man's verdict. Make Anatoly calm down. Heart one. Yeah, let's do it.
Why don't you relax and listen to the words of a wise woman?
Well, all in all, it's... I'm sorry, Bogdan.
Come inside and tell me what you're doing here.
She saw what I did. Smart woman.
Let's take a look around.
All right, unfinished letter. So, my dear son, my heart is crying. I have harmed you so that you write about me like this, that you renounce your legacy, your land, and your blood. I never said a word to you when you refused to farm with us, nor when you went to Tiflis to study. And now you're calling us stupid? Backward? You repeat after that rector? Is that a word? Rector of yours. Huh. Diary of an oblate priest. They say that every nation has its demons, its phantoms, ghosts, and nightmares were created to make naughty children behave. But I have gone halfway around the world, preaching the word of God, and I learned the truth. These demons, fiends, and devils cursed by God are real.
What do we have here? Let's take...
Saint's icon, a hand-painted icon. I think this is Saint Thecla, the martyr. Aren't all saints martyrs? Maybe I'm wrong about that. Yeah, I think I'm wrong about that. What do we got here? We got a point. Oh, we don't need to put any more into him. So that means we can put one into... Oh, wait. What do we got here? We can develop... That's cool. We can develop one of those skills, but I'd rather put it into... Enables using perception in the dimension. This upgrade enables using perception in the dimension. Mind, deed, word, deed.
The villagers seem to have a certain respect for you, ma'am, so I wanted to ask your help with something.
I'm not getting any younger, boy. Talk before I drop dead.
Something continues to elude you. Keep searching. Something continues to elude you. Keep searching. Accuse her of taking advantage of the superstitious villagers. Tell her you'll come back here again. I don't want to necessarily accuse her, so... Yeah, let's not accuse her yet.
Well,
I don't think it's a good idea.
Be alive when I get back, madam.
It's just not a good idea. Can I see forensic preview? Okay, no, that's not gonna work. Okay. Journal updated. We got something here.
Am I sensing?
A wooden box, a hand-carved and elaborately painted wooden box. Dimension force too low. Word 1. Okay. We can knock on that door if we need to. Tramp? Why are you calling people names? I'm not a tramp. Yo mama! This lady's got chickens. Hey, there's a... What do we got? Something up the hill. See, right now, we're blocked by this and we can't see our character. That bothers me. They did a pretty good job for the most part, like, when you're blocked by posts and stuff, but not fully fleshed out. Okay, there's one here and one to my left. A damaged axe shaft. The trace it bears does not belong to Vesna. Huh. Dish shards. Broken shards of blue ceramic dish. The broken ceramic trembles with anger and frustration. The coral erupted suddenly, spewing out bile of mutual complaints and grievances. Its sweet and pungent taste stupefied, compelled screaming, finger pointing, and hurting. The frenzy lasted until all involved were out of a breach. Okay, so it has to do with Vesna. Domestic squabbles. What do you got for me?
Now I know that woman's trace. Vesna and her husband both left traces of themselves at the Vasili's burned-out farmstead. Lucas sincerely loves his wife. You think he loves her strongly enough to kill for her?
Yep.
You're right. It'd be better to ask Vesna about that. I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over.
Please open the door. I'd like to have a chat about your husband.
You'd better not be here when he gets back. He's not as talkative or polite as I am.
Oh yeah, you're wicked polite. Vesna about Luca. It is clear that this is not the first time Vesna has threatened someone with her husband. Luca must not have the best reputation in the village. Residents see Luca as a sullen churl and a recluse. However, he seems to have a soft spot. Luca was at Vasily's house on the night the murder and fire took place.
I know you're scared, but please just open the door a crack and let me ask one quick question.
What do you want?
What do you want? Calm her down and make her feel safe. Try to convince Vesna to let you in. Give her the little doll you found. Let's calm her down.
Please, don't be afraid. I just need to know where I can find your husband.
He's chopping wood in the clearing by the forest.
That was easy enough. I wanted to go inside, though. She probably would have let me in if I would have used that other thing or the doll or anything. It's a cool character model. It's really cool. All right, so let's put another one into should we go? I keep on getting held up with mind. We should put one here, right? Yeah, let's put one here. All right, so we need to get to the clearing. Let's see. Where's the clearing? There's secrets here, but I'm too low right now. Wait, do I have enough now that I did the point? Nope, it's still locked. Okay. So I need to put more into that. Actually, can I retract? Nope, it doesn't let you. That's too bad. So you're Mr. Goose. Let's go talk to the old lady, see if we got a new choice.
You've been going in so many circles, your head will spin.
Let's just accuse her.
A lot of people benefit from your wisdom. They're superstitious and timid, as far as I've been able to figure out. Easy to control, right?
Pot calling kettle. That, my boy, that you can ask that charlatan with fancy dress and beard. Who takes advantage of who here? Bah! The people here are believers, of course. But the spirit in the village is real too.
Don't get mad at me, lady. I'm just calling it out as it is. The people here are believers, of course. Okay, ask if she means a Rasputin. Ask if she means the Salutor. Spirits in the village is real too. Salutor.
Is this spirit you're talking about, not a person?
I heard it howling. That's nothing human. One evil spirit here persecutes people, and you can hear it now and then, sometimes. Tragedies attract it, and impure thoughts. We here call it a Bukavach.
Whoa, she knows the name of it.
Places probably call it other things.
An evil spirit's an evil spirit. It torments people and turns their weaknesses against them.
And what if I told you I could get rid of it?
I'd say I'll believe it when I see it. And I'd ask, how else can I help you?
Yeah, she wants it gone. I don't blame her. Someone continues to elude you. Keep searching. Tell her you'll come back. See, I don't have enough info
Well,
yet.
then I hope you'll still be alive when I get back, madam.
Yeah, I need more info. The wise woman's hands hover around the saint's head. They arrange themselves into gestures subtle, pure as snowflakes. Words of the spell sparkle like stars and sincerely beseech heaven for protection. For a girl who suffers evil on earth, who suffers too much of it.
You've been going in so many circles, your head will...
Okay, so that unlocked this. Accuse her of putting a curse on Vasily. Let's come back.
Well, then I hope you'll still be alive when I get back.
Okay, so I get it now. So by having enough points, I was able to read that. Let's see if let's see if I can. I can't read the 2 up on the hill though. Yeah, I don't have enough points. I need to talk to that wise woman, yeah, but I don't want to accuse her. I really wish that I had another point. Word 1. I really wish I had a point. That sucks. So we got to try to get something going so I can get one more point. Maybe in the pub? Or the inn? Let's see. Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. No, nothing in here. That sucks.
Again.
This time it's a matter of life and death.
How is your search going?
Almost finished. I know who's attracting the Bukavach.
Can you reveal that secret?
It's Luca. It has to be Luca.
Do you still want to catch that salutor?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Despite the risk?
I hope I can persuade you to come with me.
That's an enormous favor you're asking me. I hope you'll be able to return it.
I give my word.
Did you hear? We're
so...
going to see Luca Bogosian.
You don't sound so sure of that, though. He was like, unsure. I give my word. All right, we got a clearing here. We should be able to get a point here. My old lady will curse me when she sees this. She sees what? What are you, drunk? You're standing there in the middle of the woods. Yeah, they got similar lines out here that they do. Oh, we're going to get into a good fight here.
I'm not here to fight.
Luca!
Secrets. No secrets.
You shouldn't have threatened my wife.
Why did you do this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you do.
You're the one who brought the Salutor here. The spirit that you all say arrived in the village after Vasily's death. The Salutor is what's making fear consume you all and making you hot-headed. And it's because of your flaw, which has been within you since the murder took place.
A murder might just be about to take place.
Cut off his head.
Cut off his head.
Tear off his head before he opens his mouth again.
Oh, it's her.
Unless you're the one that killed him.
Yep, it was her.
And I'd do it again if I could.
Oh, shoot.
Get out of here.
Oh, this is so cool, man.
Vesna's flaw is mine, and you're mine.
This is awesome. Difficulty level, okay. Story. Combat is easier. This mode is for those wishing to focus on the story. So this is the prologue is over. We are in it now. All right, balance. That was a long prologue. All right, balanced combat is challenging while allowing for a lot of freedom. And then challenge is the combat is challenging to win. You must plan your actions. Let's just go with balance just so that I don't fail too much. Fighting wild salutors. To defeat a wild salutor, you must get rid of the shadows that protect him. Vanquishing the shadows will weaken him, but the weaker he is, the more fiercely he will fight back. The bar tells you when the wild salutor sends more enemies against you. This is awesome. Okay, adjust upgrades. So what do we have? Thief of Thought reduces focus by 1 additional point if the enemy is in the suffering state. It restores your focus. Okay, so... Oh, wait, okay, so gives a 60% chance of dealing double damage. We want to do that on the quick draw. Restores focus, so we want to put this on here. Perfect efficiency. Make every attack on the enemy deal maximum possible damage. We want to do this on this, actually. And relaxation we'll put on here. Okay. See how this goes. Wait! Nice hit. 2. This is so cool, man. States. Bukovac has caused you to enter the suffering state. States can have a benign or a potentially deadly effect. Read their descriptions carefully and don't get caught off guard. What does he have? 15, 11 to 14, 5 to 6. We should probably go with a small, and then... That actually did pretty good. Alright, good. Okay. That was good. That was really good. 16. 3. Okay. Ooh, 7 against me total. Not good. Not good. Not good at all. I need to heal quick or I am in trouble. Which one was the healing on? Wasn't it on this? I need... Restores focus. Okay. Removes all negative status effects from you. Man, I'm in trouble. I might actually die here. Yeah, I'm in real trouble. Restores health points to me. That's not good. That didn't work out the way I wanted it to, did it? Let's see. Let's see if my health goes up. Oh, it did. It did. Okay. That worked out. But that didn't. That was not good. All right. Let's try this again. Obtain the thaumaturgy point. Okay.
You lose. You're going crazy again, you blind fool.
A little faith, Thaumaturge. Focus on what's true. My voice is true. I am the truth, you see. Look.
Good, team up. This is awesome. Taming a Salutor. You defeat Bukavok, the dimension Salutor, but you cannot tame him on your own. Rasputin comes to your help. The untamed Salutor won't obey your orders. Stops you from developing and weakens your perception. Fortunately, Rasputin soothed his anger. You achieved the unachievable. Dude, that's such a cool fight. Beast of Transcasia. Kakasia.
Unbelievable.
How do you feel? Are you all right?
Well, I don't think I'm hallucinating, but that means I'm currently facing a crowd of furious lumberjacks with axes, so I'd say I've been better.
What? I'm telling the truth. I do it again. None of you understand anything. It's because of this magician. It's his fault.
The magician didn't kill Vasily. He didn't bring the evil here. You're a witch! To the stake with her! To the stake!
And you, why are you just standing there? Are you just letting them do this? Fine, I'll handle it myself. I did it before, and I can do it now.
Okay, lady.
What have you done? Go. You don't need to see this.
Prevent Luca from making rash decisions. Remind Luca of the proof that he loves Vesna. Force Vesna to flee. Do nothing. Oh, what the heck kind of choices are these? This is horse crap. Prevent Luca from making rash decisions, which means I'll probably prevent him from doing something to her. Remind Luca of the proof that he loves Vesna. Force Vesna to flee. Do nothing. I'm going to go with this number 2 because there's a star next to it. And you acquire the knowledge of context required to give a response.
Think, Luca. Your feelings for Vesna are still true, I know that. Hear out her reasons before you do anything.
Okay. You two better not come back to the village.
As if we wanted to.
Yeah, I think you did want to, but you got nowhere to go now. So, I mean, you got no way to come back. Shadows of sins. Okay, so off with you. I've got work to do here. So we got a point now to do mind. Wait, we already had mind, so why couldn't I read it then? Word? Oh, was it word? Not mind? Hmm.
Excuse me, sir. Do you happen to know when the train arrives? The postmaster said it's usually no more than an hour late, so it should be here any moment. I got a tougher question for you.
Pardon?
Will this train get me close to Albuquerque?
I'm afraid that's an ocean away, and even to the ocean you've got a ways to go.
Thank you. Ever since I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, I can't get my bearings. The things I've seen, sir. Places I've been. I just can't get to Albuquerque.
This guy's loopy, man. Something's up with him. Albuquerque. He's in the wrong continent. He's on the wrong place, man. The heck?
I wanted to send 2 telegrams, one to Warsaw and one to Paris.
Mr. Shulsky, I was meant to send for you when the driver came to get the mail. My condolences about your father.
Oh, no. Okay, that's what I was reading up on earlier. His father died.
Do you still want to send something?
Did you come to say goodbye to me?
More like to share my fear. Your condition yesterday, after the fight with that Bukovac, it troubled me. I don't think my treatments are having a long-lasting effect. And you don't look the best. Do you feel all right?
Brush him off and say yes. Tell him about your father's death. Yeah, tell him.
I've just heard that my father is dead.
My condolences.
After your treatment, when I was hallucinating, I saw him. I heard his voice for the first time in years. I'm sure it was him. A strange feeling.
Maybe he came to say goodbye. Maybe it was his last chance to speak to you. A prophecy.
Yeah?
I hope not.
What do you intend to do now?
Say you've just had to change your plans. Say that you've got to go to Warsaw. Plans.
Just a moment ago, I was thinking about Vienna or Budapest and going on from there to Paris, but now I've got to get to Warsaw first. What about you?
Thanks to you. I don't think I have anything else to do here. I had a little time to think about what I saw in your mind. Tell me, Victor, have you ever seen a human skull cracked open on the cobblestones?
Ask if that's a threat. Say no.
I haven't.
I have. The skull of Franz Ferdinand himself, with his brain spilling out onto the sidewalk. I also saw the white steps in Odessa running with blood. A battlefield blanketed in lethal fog, with faceless beings emerging from it. This hasn't happened yet, but I saw it as clearly as I see you now. Thanks to you, I know that I can stop it. I know that I am part of history, and I can change it. Even at the cost of scorn, contempt, or my life. You promised me a favor, so Warsaw sounds perfect.
Nice. Okay, we got a teammate. This is kind of sick. I gotta say, this is definitely a cooler story than, not that I expected, but than I thought was coming together. Yeah, this is definitely a cool little prologue. So now we're into like the main. We're into the main game, the main story. We're going to Warsaw.
Warszawa! Warsaw! Warsaw! Last stop, Warsaw. Time to wake up.
It's clouding over.
The weather is like my mood.
Aside from the circumstances of the funeral bringing you back, you hadn't thought of ever returning here?
Say not under circumstances like these. Read him what the papers say about Warsaw. Tell him what you think about Warsaw. Tell him what you think.
I hate this city. It always makes me think of the stench of vodka, sweat, and urine. Corruption, poverty, and trust me, no justice but street justice.
Sounds like LA.
Sure, something must have changed since you left.
But probably not for the better.
What about the people? Those close to you? You'll never miss them?
The only person I consider close is my sister. But Varsovians? Let's see. Workers are striking. They want to take advantage of the Tsar's visit to Warsaw. The protests are being violently suppressed. Last week, around a dozen people were killed. Polish Socialist Party militants attacked a train. They stole money, bonds, and explosive materials. They're also suspected of robbing a transport of Dutch pomade. The socialists in Warsaw must look pretty sharp then. Further along, we've got murders, muggings, and politics.
The newspapers feed on sensation. Remember that in darkness, even a small spark can be seen clearly. Even I can feel hope from all the people riding with us. Can't you?
Tell him what you've sensed in the passengers on your journey. Yeah.
Even without my powers, I can tell that hope is bringing people here from all three partitions. Miners, steelworkers, governesses, maids, speculators, thieves. I've forgotten to read a few of our fellow passengers' possessions, and I know that hope can have many faces.
Will you share that knowledge with me?
There's a terrified woman riding with us. She's either running away or in hiding. I think that gentleman is smuggling something, because excitement is all mixed up with guilt inside him. And this dandy, he's going whoring.
He's going whoring.
If there's something I've learned in life, Victor, it's never to neglect the whores.
Warsaw, end of the line. Welcome to Warsaw.
This is
I
great.
think the time's come to ask where you plan to stay.
With you.
I'll let you know when I come up with something.
That was kind of rude. He should have just invited him to stay with him. I mean, unless that's not the situation, unless there is no place to stay. He just makes friends everywhere he goes. Chapter 1. What am I doing here? Silver PlayStation trophy. This is awesome, man. This is so good. Don't stand around. Keep walking. So we can go... Let's see. We gotta go left.
When people unite, empires fall.
Okay, there's nothing up here on the flat top. Going to the station. Okay. The Daily Courier. The chief of police of the city of Warsaw hereby informs the general public that in connection with their majesty's visit, the number of unit patrols patrolling the streets on this day will be doubled. Okay. Wanted notice. Distinctive marks, dark circles under his eyes, signifying exceptional anger. He is a thief and a murderer, particularly active in the area. Whoever notifies the authorities of his whereabouts or contributes to his apprehension shall be rewarded. Anti-thaumaturge leaflets. What? That's messed up. There's always got to be someone that's anti-someone. If only I could read, he says. Revolutionary leaflets, more. Hey, brothers, the 11-hour workdays are killing us. They're trying to, like, get support. Southern, okay. That's a southern exit. Little cafe. Menu. Okay, that's it. That's everything. Act 1.
Why such a crowd?
The circus has come to town.
These are troubled times. Brothers turn against brothers. Russia has had enough bloodshed. The violence must stop. When socialists attempt to divide Russia and her subject nations, to dent the sword that smote the enemy at Grunwald, this demands my decisive action. Thus, by my grace, I hereby appoint as Governor General of Warsaw, Georgi Antonovich Skowon.
A butcher.
Ask her.
Not a popular guy, I presume.
I see you ain't from here. That swine keeps a photo album of all the folks he's had shot at the Citadel.
Before and after execution.
That's messed up.
Warsaw! The time for leniency and indulgence is over. From the moment this office is bestowed on me, no forces hostile to the subjects of Greater Russia will have any further right to exist. None? Whether it be brutal socialist subversives, communists, Jews, or other satanic provocators.
What's wrong with you?
Who knows how to unite a crowd?
Pardon me. Are you Polish?
Yes, I feel Polish. My name's Victor.
Wanda.
This is Russia here. Like it or not. Warsaw. Время terrora zakończyłeś.
Idy na chuj!
My first decision as Governor General of Warsaw. Arrestować.
He's gonna grab that guy, really?
Great heroes in their sense of timing. Of course, now they're the first ones in the fight.
Samobladanie, Poliaki. We want that rebel. The loudmouth.
Damn.
What happened?
Be a gentleman. Please kneel and tie my shoe.
I'll do it for you.
I suggested myself.
Can I ask you a tiny favor? The Russians can't find out about this. The military is just looking for an excuse to suppress the crowd, and these workers are dreaming of thrashing a Russian gendarme.
Either one of you confesses to disturbing the peace, or всех забирай. We'll take you all in.
You can't handle all of us.
Can you get us out of here?
I think I'm open to any kind of suggestion.
With a book like that, I'd find out what would convince one of these bastards to let us go. Or I'd take on that self-appointed leader of the proletariat.
Interesting strategy. Who are you, really?
A damsel in distress.
Those don't usually hide ammunition in their stockings.
Can I explain it to you another time?
For instance, I could disclose to a soldier that you came here with ammunition under your skirt.
Maybe we should see who they believe. A respected lady of Warsaw, or a common magician who just 100 years ago would have been burned at the stake.
Well, since you asked so nicely. I'm going to take a look around.
Okay, so we need to figure out. Let's talk to this guy.
Do you think it's a good idea to stir people up and send them to face bullets and bayonets?
What do you want then? My whole life on my knees? Kissing Ruski's ass?
Offer your help in the fight. Ask if he wants bloodshed here.
I was trying to keep from dragging ordinary people into the fight. They won't expect us to strike first. How many are coming with us?
Let's see for ourselves.
Oh, I just started it up. I didn't mean to start it up. Oh well, I guess we're into it now. We got 2 points. Word. And mind. Selecting yourself or a salutor. Okay. That's interesting. That's a new option. Issue an order. Oh, we can use either one? No way! Dude, that's so cool. That's cool. $12. Oof. Enemy reinforcements are on their way, it says. Okay. Ooh. Oh, he's down. Oh, man. That's gnarly. That was a good hit. Not good enough. Oh, they got guns. Traits. Enemies can have a trait that make them immune to your attacks. Traits are related to different dimensions and they can be disabled. Disabling traits. To disable an enemy's trait, attack them with a salutor that belongs to the same dimension. Okay. So he's got what? How do we see what his trait is? He's got resistance to attack with up or to disable. Okay. Okay. That was nasty. 8 plus 9. Then we hit him again with it. Oh! I just got shot. And he just got shot. Oh, Jesus. Oh, not good. I just got arrested. You've lost my grimoire. You've lost your revolver.
Name?
What?
Shulsky. Victor.
I definitely did not make the right decisions there.
One of those Shulskys?
Can I revert? Load. The game cannot be loaded at this time. Damn it. I definitely screwed up my pathing there. I did not want to do that.
Now, profile. Thank you.
I meant to like look around the area and I ended up starting a fight and then I end up in jail.
What you pissing in the bucket for, asshole?
Where else am I supposed to?
Brown in the bucket, whiz on the wall.
You better remember that too. That bucket's gonna last you guys till tomorrow.
Can I use the phone?
This is wild, man. Maybe we were going to end up here no matter what, but I don't know. Revolutionary leaflets.
What are you staring at, Ganef?
I don't know what that means.
Quit squealing. First time in the big city? Have some respect if you don't know who you're running your mouth at. He's one of them that went after the Ruskies with his bare fists.
Say you're innocent, proudly confess you were brawling with the Russian soldiers. As a result of your decisions, the path is closed. Yeah, see? As a result of your decisions. Wah, wah, wah.
I showed a couple of Russian soldiers when I think about the petitions.
I have moments like that sometimes.
And I gave it to some Ruskies in the kisser, too. There's this red-bearded fella sitting there. I glassed him in the face, then kicked him in the bean, and wham! On the floor. And I pinched his billfold, too.
What the hell?
Did anybody ask you? Shut your damn trap.
What did he just say?
Are you from somebody?
What was that just came out of that guy's mouth? And then he pinched him in the billfold? What are you talking about, you weirdo? Seriously, what just came out of that guy's mouth? Did he just throw up? Did he just have a seizure? Like, I have no idea what he just said. Say you're a thaumaturge. Admit you didn't understand the question. Introduce yourself. Ask who sent them.
I don't really get what you're asking.
Good thing you're asking and not just running your mouth, like some people. The question is, do you got a backer in town? You set up with somebody? Do you work for somebody?
Say you're a thaumaturge. Introduce yourself. Ask who sent them.
What about you guys?
Sonny, I've still been running the protection racket with Crook at the Ruzhitsky Bazaar. My dad used to work for him. But that was back in the day. Apart from that, I stay straight. I only hassle the Ruskies when I get a little loaded.
And I'm with the Shivs.
Bullshit. You ain't with the Shivs. Don't you go talking crap about the Shivs, because I know them. You better give a fuller explanation, because I lose respect real quick. I'm sensitive about folks like that. Who you from?
My name's Viktor Shulsky, and I work on my own behalf.
All right. Respect.
First of all, I am a thaumaturge.
Now them, I got respect for. I know one really decent Jew from Povishla, who's a wizard too.
How about you? You got a foreskin or what?
Is my foreskin any of your fucking business?
What the hell is going
I was
on?
just...
Schmuck. But you don't look like much of a Warsaw lad.
Oh my god. He just asked him if he had a foreskin. What the hell? What is this? Looks can be deceiving. Say you've only come for a funeral. Looks can be
You
deceiving.
should not judge a book by its cover.
A tough guy, like a real Warsaw lad.
I was born here. Now I've come home.
Welcome to Warsaw.
Oh, what an interesting conversation that was. Let's see. Where's that girl? I want to go talk to her. Where'd she go? Oh, she's right behind me.
I would call you a master strategist.
You got away from the station, so theoretically, we achieved our goal.
You're not losing your sense of humor. I guess this isn't your first time in a place like this, is it?
Admit that you've been in jail before. Ask who she is. Ask if she got rid of her ammunition.
You'd better tell me if you managed to get rid of your ammunition.
If I hadn't, I'd already be locked up at the Citadel. I admit your behavior did successfully distract the Ruskies.
You're welcome.
All right then. What's such a gorgeous, hairy mug doing in a crummy place like this?
Come on with the bot stuff. Come on. You've been in jail before. Ask who she is. Ask if she got rid of ammunition. We already did. She said she did. Ask who she is.
We've got a little time to kill. Maybe now you can tell me more about yourself. You seem to know your way around this setting. You been here often?
I'll take that as a compliment. And sure, sometimes, if the cause demands it.
What cause?
Let's say I know certain folks who'd find poles like you useful.
Dealers in stolen Dutch pomade?
Donut connoisseurs. They met at Burke Rotblitz's cafe.
I don't want to jinx it, but do you spend time there too?
If I'm not there, no one will want to talk to you. And don't worry, I don't usually hang out long in places like this.
Shulsky!
I see you won't be hanging out here long either.
Shulsky, this yours?
That's right.
Then take it and get out of here.
Thank you.
Okay. What do we got in this room? Let's go talk to her. No? Okay, we can't talk to her right now. When recruiting for the gendarmerie? I don't know that word. That's my dad. Obituary. Talking about my papa. Is this the way out? Sure is. Locked. That same man. Same wanted notice. What is this? There's something here. There we go. Wanted list. Wanda's file. I think this girl's been here before. Victor's file. Okay. We got a point. The Mermaid City's son. Go to your father's funeral. Maybe that's why they let us out. Or let me out. So we got 2 points. Adrenaline increases inflicted damage by 50%. That's kind of huge. That guy's so badass looking. I love that. It just looks so freaking cool. I guess that's it. Let's get out of here. We'll see that girl again sometime, I'm sure. Laying shit pipes all day. There's got to be something off the beaten path. Oh, we got a different path this way. Streetcar drivers. You can actually make your way around the city pretty good. Like, yeah, you can actually wander pretty far in the city. Catch a tram. Note with an advertisement, men's tailor. Oh, what the heck? The funeral's not going to be in the middle of the night. Obituary notice. Why are the horses all pissed off? A tomb. Here lies Jan. I hear a dog. Where is that good boy at? Where is that goodest boy? Rip. Marja. Rip. Marja. Mahar Jah.
I'm sure you don't remember me. My name's Hayat, Mordecai Hayat. I wanted to offer my condolences. Thank you. Please, forgive my prying. I know Mr. Shulsky took nitroglycerin for his heart, but how did he pass away? Was that his cause of death? His heart?
Say you don't know the cause of your father's death. Quip that your father didn't have a heart. Ask why he's so interested.
Why are you so interested in my father's cause of death? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. I'm sorry. I'll leave you alone. I'm sure you want to bid farewell to your father.
Interesting. That was kind of a strange, huh.
I think I ought to arrest you, Thaumaturge.
Oh, yeah, you think so? How about I break your nose?
I haven't done anything, officer. What's the problem? I barely recognize you either. You still haven't figured out who I am? Don't be surprised. The last time we saw one another was 20 kilos ago. Uncle Voronian? I will not keep you. The guy's probably all alone back there, among those vultures circling Stasio. I'm sure she'll be glad to see you. Go on. We'll talk later.
Let's go see our sister.
Sister?
Victor. I'm so glad you came. I wasn't sure if my telegram had reached you.
I'm glad too. How are you holding up?
All this caught me off guard, but for now I don't have time to think things through calmly. Look at yourself. What happened?
Change the subject. Ask if your mother knows about your father's death. Admit you were in jail. Don't mention you were in jail. Ask about mom.
Have you written to mother?
Yes, but what can you expect? You know what Nadia is like. It was never her style to show up for family events like this. It's getting late, and we've still got the reading of Papa's will ahead of us at home. And I'll leave you two alone. I suppose you've got your own matters to clear up.
Fine, let's get this over with.
Wait,
So,
are we gonna get...
It was me who got it right in the end. Back then, on the train platform, was the last time we saw one another. 15 years ago.
Read the obituary aloud.
After brief suffering, fell asleep in the Lord. Brief? I hope not. Did you write this yourself? A tyrant, bigot, and liar, mistakenly absolved, died after suffering all too briefly. That's better. Definitely closer to the truth.
Jeez, him and his dad, clearly didn't see eye to eye. Say goodbye sincerely. Mention the dream you had after Rasputin hypnotized you.
The day you died, you visited me in my dreams. I was a child when you hounded me out of here, and I remember you as you were back then. But in my dream you looked older. You gave me hell as usual. You didn't believe I'd succeed. You were wrong. I've come back with 2 salutors.
Oh, he's got like a thing going on with his dad, like a competition.
I'm sorry there are so many things I didn't get to say to your face. All those years, I said them over and over to myself in my head. How you were never able to admit a mistake. You never sought blame in yourself. Someone else was always guilty, never you. Mother because she wanted something for herself in life. Ligia because she wasn't born a boy. Me because I was born a thaumaturge, but I didn't want to live following your principles. And now... Farewell, Father.
Am I intruding?
Why do I feel like that's like a long lost brother? He just like the shape of his head. I don't know why all of a sudden. A proud answer, it not only draws you from the flaw of the pride's level, but will also feed it even more. Say he interrupted your moment of personal reflection. Ask how long he's been eavesdropping. Find out what he wants.
Have you been eavesdropping like that for long?
All my life. I came to pay my respects to the dead. Stanisław and I were acquainted.
Okay.
You might say I knew everything about your father. Mr. Victor Shulsky, isn't it? Your absence from Warsaw has happily come to an end, I hope.
With all due respect, this is my personal business. It was my father who knew you, not me.
True. Please forgive me. I meant no harm. Again, my condolences.
I didn't catch your name.
My name's Kanichkin. Ivan Kanichkin. Goodbye.
Such interesting friends you had. I guess I'm more tired than I thought.
No, you're sensing something from that guy that just left. He's probably an evil man somehow. It's probably his fault that your father's dead.
Great-grandmother Josefina, a thaumaturge. Grandpa Nicolem, a thaumaturge. I barely remember him.
Wreath with a note. Someone has left an unusual note by the generic funeral wreath. Eat dirt, Zulski? Jesus. We had our differences regarding methods, but we shared the same goal. We carry on, and you rest in peace, brother. Your friends in Thaumaturge. You were closer to me than I could ever admit, and now you're gone. My heart is yearning. S. The simple words contain a sea of sadness and longing. The letter was written with a trembling heart that cannot come to terms with the loss. It seems that someone was greatly affected by my father's death. Interesting. One who broke Norwood's heart.
We can go. The hardest thing was getting the lid of the urn. The scattering I could handle.
You can play the clown, but I know how much this has cost you. I'm glad you went.
Love at a funeral. Eros post-mortem. Is it suitable for a young lady in mourning to fraternize with bachelors? Konstancja Shabłowska, the Warsaw Courier. Could I ask for a brief comment?
Hyena.
Thank you. And you, sir?
I can sort it out, but it might cause you some trouble.
It's not worth getting your hands dirty over.
Get out of here, or I might decide you're attacking an Imperial official, and you'll wake up tomorrow in the Citadel.
Are you threatening me, Judge?
I'm actually spurring you from him. Would you rather try your luck with a thaumaturge?
Come on, children. I'm sure my Pietia is already waiting for us at home. I'd love to see my cousin.
Are you coming with us?
Thanks. Get in. I'm sure the lawyer is already waiting for us.
This should be interesting. Hey lady, you're nosy. I don't like you. Looks like our father was wealthy.
Miss, your guests have arrived. The lawyer's upstairs too, waiting. A trifle jittery. Wonder if the tea I made him was too strong.
Thank you, Grażyna dear. Let the guests wait. First, I want to take care of the will.
I'll just wet my whistle and join you all upstairs.
Make sure Uncle makes it upstairs sober. And I'll suggest you don't dawdle either.
Master Victor, good God! Half your face covered, but I could tell right away it was you. You look just like your father in his youth. Completely his spitting image. Should I make you some cocoa, Master? It would warm you up a little.
Make an extra creamy one for Ligia.
Oh, I won't skimp on her.
Now, your sister's putting a brave face on all this, but she's really having a hard time.
It's lovely to see you again.
But that's enough jabber for now. I've got the guests and the cocoa, and I've got to whip up some food for you all later. We'll talk soon.
Nice lady. Cousin, whatever. Father's portrait. Portrait of himself in the living room. He's not full of himself at all.
I don't want to put my foot in my mouth again. I already failed to recognize someone once today, but you look familiar.
Well, I should think so. I was the victim of one of your starling hunts. Voronins must not be very memorable, cousin.
Pietia, forgive me, and for shooting you as well. How are you doing?
Just some heart problems, not a subject for today. I'm sorry about Uncle Stanislav. Forgive me for not coming to the funeral. I can't bear cemeteries.
We'll have to meet up again.
Goodbye.
Interesting. So we obviously got out of jail because of who our connections are. Like who our family is. I mean, that's pretty clear. That's our mother?
I'm glad you're here. I thought I'd have to drink alone.
So many goodies laid out for the guests. Having trouble picking something for yourself, Judge?
But this was Stashio's. It was special. Amber liqueur with quinces.
I think you mean quince liqueur with amber, right? If it's not here, I'm sure it's in the basement. But I won't grope around down there in the dark now. I've got my hands full.
Now, I don't want to trouble you either. Victor, could you track down a little bottle for your uncle? I suppose I'm obligated to accept this mission.
Good lad. A nephew like you is a treasure.
A nephew like you that'll get liquor for you. Pinot Noir from Oregon. Or Sauvignon Bordeaux. Sauvignon de Bordeaux. Bordeaux. Quince liqueur with amber. Veronen's bottle. Every bottle found in Zalewski's cellar contains a credible beverage. Uncle Veronen wouldn't disregard any of them. So he basically is a drunk that was sipping on all the bottles. That's what I get from that.
How did it go? Mission accomplished?
Give him a bottle of liqueur, give him a bottle of red wine, give him a bottle of white wine. Okay, so you've acquired the knowledge of the context required to give a response. You've acquired the knowledge of the response. Okay, so let's give him the liqueur.
I think this is the one Uncle wanted.
Yes. This is our little funeral battle. We would meet in Stasha's study after every funeral we went to, and raised a toast to the dead. And recently, we've been seeing one another more and more at such events. More and more. But this time, even he has left me. So, to an easy death, as Stasha and I used to say.
How did he die?
Hasn't Lygia told you?
I haven't even had the chance to ask.
He didn't suffer. But such images in the memory are better saved for later. I'd prefer to remember him as he was alive. What then? Am I drinking alone? Familiar faces keep vanishing from my life. Stasha and my Helena before him. I miss my little darling. I miss them both. Well, obligation fulfilled. Shall we get to the reading of the will?
Yes, let's find out what my father hasn't left me.
Let's begin if everyone is ready. Would you all please take a seat? Ladies and gentlemen, by the power of my office vested in me by the grace of His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of all Russia, I hereby testify. Mr. Shulski's last will and testament were prepared several years ago in the presence of Zaslav Fedorov, Esquire, that is, myself. My last will and testament recorded in the year of our Lord 1888. In the name of the Holy Trinity. Amen. Therefore, my first irrevocable wish is to appoint as executrix of this will my daughter Lygia Szulska. Immediately after my death, an inventory shall be conducted in full accordance with the law. After completing the inventory, all my personal movables will be sold at public auction. And let the funds raised thereby be donated on the anniversary of my death to the beggars near that cemetery. The administration of the remainder of my fortune I leave without restriction, to the person of my daughter Lygia.
I'm not even getting a teaspoon.
All movables and immovables relating to the family enterprise I entrust to the care and administration of my daughter. I do not prescribe a method of administering them. I merely offer her one piece of advice. I wish that the business should be conducted with modesty, prudence, and honesty, as I have conducted it my whole life.
A joker to the very end.
To my brother-in-law and oldest friend, Alexander Voronin, I wish to leave the following. My collection of muskets and 2 revolvers, dating to the uprising in memory of our first meeting.
Stasio, I will have plenty to do in my retirement.
Enjoy your retirement.
Congratulate them both and say you'll wait in the kitchen, wait for the end of the ceremony, ask if your mother is getting anything.
I would also like to come to the aid of my only son, Viktor Shulsky, by entrusting him with the use of my personal black grimoire, in the hope that he will be able to make good use of it. This is my last will and testament. Carry it out solemnly, though you may have found it burdensome. However, this last bequest poses a certain problem.
Yes, it certainly does. And what is that, may I ask?
I am not in possession of this grimoire. The late Mr. Shulsky used it up until his death, yet no one left it with me after his passing.
Meaning it's disappeared?
Shocker. Interesting. We gotta find it.
Did father have his grimoire on him at the time of his death?
It was only because of the grimoire that we could identify him at all.
What actually happened? How did he die?
A building collapsed on top of him. I don't know any other way of putting it.
Wait, we saw the building. We saw that crumbled building. I think, right? Find out where this happened. Ask about your father's desk. Ask about the missing grimoire.
Where did it happen? Where was this building?
The southern part of Śródmieście, not far from the police station. Anyway, you can miss it.
Yep, we saw it.
So that's where it is. I've seen this place. I'd rather not imagine what condition you found father in there.
Of all the possibilities, this was the death that fate prepared for him.
I foresaw a slightly more pleasant end for him myself. I doubt even he deserved such a horrible death.
Those might be the kindest words you've ever said on the subject of a father.
How typical of his sort of person to keep a portrait in his study of a family that was only a family on canvas. Not long after the painting was done, he got divorced, ruined Denyejitas, and kicked out his son. But there the portrait hangs, as if family meant anything at all.
I don't know what exactly happened with Aboritse, but I know that Papa felt guilty. You don't want to forgive him even now that he's gone?
The dead need no forgiving. And as for forgetting, I don't know how. It's just a shame about the grimoire.
What do you intend to do?
Find it.
Father evidently knew a certain Ivan Konieczkin. Have you heard anything about him?
Konieczkin? No, doesn't ring a bell.
All sorts of people came to Papa's store. That doesn't mean every one of them might know something about the grimoire.
That's true.
You've got your work cut out for you. And Mordechai Chayat, could that be a lead?
I don't think so. He worked with father, but he left more than a year ago. I don't know why. He was an assistant at my store.
Do you know where I might find him?
Sadly, no.
Do you have any other ideas? And where are father's things at the moment?
You're standing at the very center of his kingdom. Not everything has been sorted through yet, but you go right ahead.
And the store? I should check there too.
I've started stock taking there to distract myself, and I don't want you to go in there before I've finished.
As you wish. I think we have to look for the answer in the place where it happened.
With your sight, you can make out more in those ruins than I, or Uncle, or Detective could. This is a good lead, but is it the only one?
Now at least I can see how little I know. Maybe these scraps of information will lead me somewhere. Well, now that we know what's got to be figured out, forgive me, my darlings. I'm going to give my old bones a rest.
I'll see you out.
Goodbye, Uncle. And, Ligia. I'm sorry it happened this way. That I wasn't close by.
The most important thing is you're here now.
Something's wrong with her. There's something off with her. All right. So I think this is a good place to let's talk to our sidekick, and then we'll wrap up this first
How
episode.
do you find our old stomping ground? Yes, I'm not too fond of this place either. This is where I had my last conversation with my father, just before I left. If you can call it a conversation. Can you see my dreams? Nightmares, actually. Ever since I decided to come back, I keep reliving the same memory. The loan shark incident. I've been seeing his death more and more lately. I wonder if his shop is still there. Perhaps we should go there and check.
All right. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap up there. Let's save. New save. Okay. This game is it's super interesting. I did not expect the story to hook me in so like deeply, man. This is awesome. I'm like really into the story. It's a little slow. Like the prologue was a little slow, but it got to where it needed to, you know? So that's where I'm going to wrap up my first look at the Thaumaturge here on PlayStation 5. I do appreciate you watching here on Nalio Gaming. If you haven't already done so, please click that like button. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Share with your friends. Follow me on Twitter at RiseUp44. And please consider subscribing to me here on Nalio Gaming. So like I was saying, I mean, the story is, for me, the highlight. I mean, it's just been awesome. I'd like to see where it's going. All these people in my life, or in the character's life, are just like so like mysterious. It's almost like you got to decipher, you got to use your skills to see who's kind of lying, telling the truth. Not everybody's going to be lying, but you got to kind of just decipher what people's intentions are and learn little bits and little bits of information around from the surroundings. And I like the way it's all kind of shaping up. And you know, usually turn-based games don't really do it for me. I'm just, they're not my favorite. But this is actually, the way they did this, it's like really well done. And then I was even enjoying it before they brought these like demons into it. Now I'm like, this is freaking awesome. They did a great job with the character models of these demons. I can't remember the exact name they were using for them, but yeah, it gets a thumbs up from me. I'm already hooked, and I can't wait to jump back in and play more. So anybody has any comments or questions or anything at all, please leave it in the comment section below. But we're gonna wrap it up there. Again, I'm Rise here on Nalio Gaming with the Thaumaturge. I was provided with a game key thanks to Evolve, PR, and Terminals on behalf of 11-Bit Studios. I appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time.